game. 8 seconds to go in regulation.
In my mind, I was just wanting to wait last second and just jack it.
And this is for the win. The Nuggets have won.
Oh my goodness.
I was just in the right place at the right time.
And the series is tied at 2.
I'm glad it'll be on Nugget Day and not Clipper Day.
Still stunned over that play, and we got analyst Quentin Richardson and Anscape's David Dennis Jr. here with us. Okay, I got to start with that ending cue. Take us through this. How in the world did that actually work?
I mean, it's what we always say when you're in the locker room. You got to box out, you got to finish the play and get the rebound. And what happened there is that while Joker was going into his trying to win the game, you're going to see right here, you got Harden in the drop position. Well, Powell was froze. He didn't react. AG went after it, wide open. Harden kind of reacted a little late, but by that time, it was already too late. AG had it, putting it in the basket. And this happens actually a lot, Ryan. People just watching the ball and ball watching, and you slip in there and get an easy rebound. I could hear my coach, Stan Van Gundy, screaming and throwing the clipboard down. Box out!
You can hear him right now all the way from here.
Yes.
But we said it. And you look at this, I feel like I've seen Jokic and Gordon do that play a couple times, and I can't believe they weren't watching for it. David, what do you think?
Look, none of this happens without the game that we got from Nikola Jokic up until that fourth quarter. Look, Q, I don't ask for too much, man. I know yesterday I was saying I need Jokic to be out there and be the best player on the court, and he gave us 36, 21, and 8 assists. We're going to say 8.5 assists. We're going to count that last play as a half of assist to Aaron Gordon. I'm going to give him that. And 2 steals. And that really came in that third quarter when the Nuggets, when Jokic had 16 points and the Clippers had 17 total. They ran out of gas in that fourth quarter, which allowed the Clippers to come back. But it was that third quarter that created that buffer, and Jokic just being absolutely unstoppable MVP, best player on the court. None of this happened. We don't get one of those greatest plays we've ever seen in the playoffs with that putback dunk without that cushion that Jokic provided in that third quarter, especially in that game.
They needed every bit of that performance to get to where they were. And Kawhi, by the way, said it plainly. It's now a best of 3. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Indeed. So, staying out west, Steph Curry carries the Warriors to a win without Jimmy Butler. Of course, Q, what was catching your attention after that performance?
It was like we talked about yesterday. We knew that Houston was going to throw everything but the kitchen sink at Steph. But Steph, being the chef and one of the greatest ever, he showed up in big-time fashion. You saw what Jimmy Butler said. He said, "Thank you, Batman." Batman showed up and saved the day. Big-time 36. This was... Listen, they guarded him. Some of these possessions were some of the best defense you may ever see on Steph Curry. Amen Thompson was all over him. They sent several guys. They jumped him. They blitzed him. They were physical. They did everything, and Steph still responded at every turn.
Yeah, this was one of Steph Curry's best playoff performances, really. If you look at the level of defense played against him, not having a second option, the fact that, look at the guys who was around him and the way that he basically had that offense on a string, confounding that Houston Rockets defense, confusing them and torturing them. But also, we can't neglect the fact that on the other side of the ball, Draymond Green also put together one of his best playoff performances. There is a huge difference between Defensive Player of the Year and the best defensive player in the world, and that is Draymond Green. He was able to anchor that small lineup in the last 4 minutes against a large Rockets team, and they were a plus 100 net rating in that last 4 minutes, with Draymond being essentially the only big player there. He was boxing out, he was rebounding, he was getting steals, he was blocking anything that the Rockets tried to do. This was a textbook Draymond Green performance. And also shout out to GP2, who was setting those screens for Steph and had wide open lanes and executed in that fourth quarter. The championship, the 22 championship Warriors team really showed up last night.
Yeah, you saw it clearly. Gary Payton Jr. with those 16 points, huge as well. Game 4. It's in San Francisco on Monday. Warriors up 2-1. Clippers, Kawhi, Nikola Jokic. Final seconds of the first half. Clips, Tex, Harden, Norm Powell, Chris Dunn, Brown, Gordon, Jokic. Nobody was ejected. That would matter later. Nuggets up 2 at the half. Fourth quarter, Nuggets up 20. Can you believe it? And Nikola Jokic hitting the hook shot there, making it 22. Largest lead of the game for them. Multiple times and hitting the fadeaway, wanting the foul. Throws it up. No! Aaron Gordon comes flying in with a putback dunk before the buzzer. And Kawhi's like, that didn't count. Kawhi, let's take a look. You see it right here, right before it lights up. Kawhi, I'm sorry, that did count. Take another look just out of it.
Yeah. we want to get the ball, excuse me, to Joker the last shot, you know. He went to the trusty songboy shuffle. I'm just trying to clean up everything on the glass, trying to get a tip back, just do whatever my team needs for me to win.
You're almost shaking a little. I mean, what's going through your head right now?
That's a crazy game, man. That was a crazy game. I don't know. That was tough.
You know, it's one of those things where that's going to be on NBA TV someday, and I'm glad we won the game. I'm glad it'll be on Nugget Day and not Clipper Day. So, hell of a win, 2-2 going home.
Take a look at the Rockets taking on the Warriors. Game 3, Steph is ready. Jimmy Butler sidelined with a deep glute muscle contusion. Third quarter, Curry with the pump fake. Give him too much room. Look what he's going to do. The three-pointer is good. The shoulders are loose, okay? That means you're in trouble tonight. Under 5 minutes left in the third, Curry now takes it himself. Sinks the floater plus the foul. Too smooth by Steph Curry. And guess what? More dance moves. That's how you know you're in trouble. He's feeling way too good. Curry, again, drains the three-pointer off the screen. Warriors now up by 2. Halfway through the fourth we go. Rockets trying to answer. Dylan Brooks with the three-pointer. Rockets up by 1. 5 minutes left in the game. Gary Payton II drives. Gets the acrobatic lay-in to go. Warriors now up by 3. Just 4 minutes left. Curry dishing it out to Payton for the corner 3. He does this, and it's good. Warriors now lead by 4. Payton again in the paint, going to work. Does this, the easy dunk. Dad loves it. He's on his feet. Just over 3 minutes remaining. Curry with Jalen Green on him. Young boy, you can't do nothing with that. 36 points, 7 rebounds, and 9 assists. 37th game with such a line, tying the late, great Kobe Bryant. The Warriors win it 104-93 and take a 2-1 series lead. Draymond Green with some words with Jalen Green after this one. Let's hear what they had to say about that exchange after the win.
Did you make a comment about Jalen Green's nails post-game, and did he take umbrage to that, if so?
I'm not sure what he took to, but it was a good win for us.
Yeah, it was just talking. You know, he can't really do much of anything else, so talking is the only way.
Ooh, like that talking too. Okay, yeah, you know what that means. Grizzlies down Ja Morant, hip injury, and down 3-0 to OKC. You better believe they got thunderstruck. Let's get to this one. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, unstoppable in the first quarter, hitting step-back jumpers, tough layups, pull-ups, whatever. He got it. 16 points, perfect 7 for 7 shooting in the first. Most makes without a miss in a quarter in his playoff career. Thunder up 3 after 1. Fourth quarter, more SGA. Jaren Jackson Jr. trying to guard him. Can't guard him. Thunder up 12 with 3:35 left. On the other end, Santi Aldama getting it done from 3. All right, Grizz trying to pull back in this thing, only down 2. But then OKC, Jalen Williams, they got so many weapons. Gets the floater to go there, had 23 on the night. Next Grizz possession, Scottie Pippen Jr. had himself a night. 30 points, including that lay-in right there. Scottie Pippen Jr. and Sr., fourth father-son duo in NBA history to each have 30-point playoff games. Pippen went for 30, Grizz down 2, but in the end, too much FGA. Ooh. Step back jumper, had 38 on the night. Thunder win at 117-115. They sweep the Grizz in the first round, and they're moving on.
The 1 seed in the West advances in a sweep. The 1 seed in the East, the Cavaliers, now 1 win away from its first round sweep after a 37-point win over the Heat in Game 3 on Saturday. Cleveland handing Miami its biggest